Alright, guys, we're back. Yeah, because we have a new severe thunderstorm warning near Fort Wayne that actually, yeah, this storm over here that has a severe thunderstorm warning on it might go tornado warned here soon if things progress. We have a bit of a stronger rotation than we had on our storm earlier, if you were in the stream earlier. In fact, I think this might be the same storm. If you remember from earlier, the Winnemac area had a bit of a rotation on it. And now, I think if this is the same storm system, it's restarted its rotation. So that's something we're going to have to watch here. So, this is a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Wabash County in north central Indiana and northern Huntington County in northeastern Indiana until 1:45. 12:57, a severe thunderstorm was located near Andrews, or 8 miles southeast of North Manchester, moving east at 30 miles an hour. Oh wow, Tornado Pagey has a lowering near Mount Carmel, Illinois. I'll go check that out in a sec. But the hazard is quarter-sized hail. The storm may produce large amounts of hail that may accumulate on roads, resulting in slippery conditions. Sources radar indicated that damage to vehicles is expected. Locations impacted include Huntington, Andrews, Roanoke, Bowerstown, Bippas, Mahone, Bracken, and Gobblesville. To report severe weather, contact your nearest law enforcement agency. They will send your report to the National Weather Service office in northern Indiana. Mount Vernon, tornado warning, apparently. Huh? I'm not seeing it. Yeah. Yeah, there's no.
On this storm, guys. But there is definitely some rotation within it. The storm is building. It has a well-defined mesocyclone here. Not seeing a whole lot in the ways of rotation, but let's listen in and see if they notice anything with their eyeballs.
Okay. So it's this storm that. Eh, that's really hard to tell because it's so close to. Yeah, that storm is looking interesting, to say the least. I'll wait for it to get a bit further away from the radar. However, this is the mesoscale discussion that I was talking about. We had one earlier over here to prelude this one. So this was issued about 33 minutes ago by the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma. Areas affected: portions of central, southern Illinois, Indiana, into western central Kentucky. Concerning severe potential, watch likely. Probability of watch issuance 80%. Summary: the severe risk will increase across central southern Illinois and Indiana into western central Kentucky over the next 1 to 2 hours. Storm coverage and intensity will gradually increase, along with the risk for large hail, tornadoes, and strong wind gusts. Tornado watch will likely be needed by 19Z for portions of the region.
So if you guys live in this area, make
So, it's just this year thunderstorm warning. I'm gonna clear out all my notifications.
On Tornado Pages view. Is that the flow tail that we're seeing?
So, for the discussion, broken cloudiness has allowed temperatures to warm into the low mid 60s across much of the region at midday. A warm front extending from across central Illinois and Indiana will continue to gradually lift north across the moistening warm sector south of the front. Dew points have increased to the low 60s along the Ohio River southward and into the 50s south of the I-70 corridor. Cold temperatures in the 700 to 500 millibar range atop the moistening boundary layer is supporting the stabilization across the region. While mid-level Cape is expected to remain modest, vertically veering wind profiles are present and will support supercell thunderstorms. Steep mid-level lapse rates and elongated straight photographs above 2 to 3 kilometers suggest large hail will be possible with these storms. Furthermore, enlarged, favorably curved low-level photographs in 0 to 1 kilometer SRH, increasing to 150 to 200 meters squared per second squared, is forecast amid steepening low-level lapse rates. This should support a risk for tornadoes despite the modest boundary layer moisture. A couple of tornadoes could become strong, especially within a quarter. Tornado watch is expected in the next 1 to 2 hours for portions of the region. Okay, welcome back. We had a bit of a disconnect there. So basically, what I just read out was yeah, I just don't see any rotation with it. Yeah, this is the best, guys. Wrap it up. It's over. Unless.
Germany and the UK, do you guys argue over stupid crap like that?
I'm just not sure. This is the. Oh.
Zoomed in version. It has to just be Scott, right? That's the inflow tail. Unless the meso is stretched. Could be like one of those.
Pagey has a scary looking cloud. Come up to our severe thunderstorm warning here. A bunch of hail is about to enter into Huntington. That's nuts. All that is hail. All that pink is hail. That is nuts. And they're still only warning this for 1 inch sized hail. Rotation has weakened on the Huntington cell. We should be expecting a tornado watch in the next hour and a half here.
quicker and keep forgetting. But on radar, you can tell that this storm isn't really looking particularly healthy right now. I think they are back over here just south of West Salem. There's not a whole lot of rotation, so the storm is still in the process of getting organized. If we come over to our mesoscale analysis here and look at the latest on our environment, you can see we have a pretty decently strong low pressure system off to the west. Our thermodynamics are building in. Our storm environment is better instability right now. Ones G tornado is on, and those ones that are firing in Kentucky and moving into southern India.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Pretty broad warm sector. So the XRR definitely
Mhm.
nailed that pretty well. If we come over here to our 850 millibar analysis here, you can see that there is some shear coming, but it's not quite there yet. These cells are still kind of sitting in some pretty weak shear. If we also come over to our storm relative helicity, you can also see that as of right now, it's on the lower side of things. So essentially what that means is that our storm ingredients really aren't lining up just yet. So these storms still have some time to get their act together. I don't think we're going to see the tornadic activity get started immediately. Our forcing, which is basically the void that's being created in the upper air, is really back down where our one little supercell is.
All right. So they've just updated our severe thunderstorm warning up here.
Pretty far.
Still warned for 1-inch size hail. Radar indicated maximum gust less than 50. And the hail is radar indicated. Into this storm, it's still a freaking mess.
Ledge hail, 50-mile-per-hour winds on this.
This one. So this myth-scale discussion in the St. Louis area hasn't allowed to expire. As I said, that was basically just a precursor for. Let me move that guy up here. Way I can. No. But that myth-scale discussion was basically the precursor for this big guy here.
Down here, part of Carbondale, like the Harrisburg area, and then this little hot spot back over in our warm sector where we're starting to see a lot of storms pop up and fire over here near Tell City and Santa Claus. Come over to our velocities, though, you can see that we are not seeing any strong velocities indicated on our storms currently.
Yeah, we're going to have to watch these storms down here, just to the south of Evansville and Owensboro.
Yeah, that's the latest.
Definitely think those storms could eventually go. So our
Because it also has changed a little bit, and then we'll go look at everybody's posts.
So, for our risk here today, it has been expanded a bit.
That is an area where we're going to be expecting some strong.
So, the risk now includes Princeton, Fernand, Poseyville. Wow.
Okay, okay. Just got distracted. A little bit of a squirrel moment there. But yeah, you can see that there is a severe risk for today. And then going to another another severe risk indicated, or two severe risks. One for tomorrow. This one is going to be no tornado risk, and just a hail risk going into like northern Alabama and Mississippi. And then going into day three, we have a 5% chance. Oops, day three. There we go. Go to categorical. We got a marginal risk out over here. Not really. It should be just mainly a stalled front. Sometimes you can get little spin ups on a stalled front. At the end of the
advisory west east of me.
but some severe wind gusts.
It's just for like ice and that stuff. Actually, I do want to take a look at that.
The storm itself is going to be leaving these guys.
Oh, awesome. That's great.
We just joined. I don't think we have any mods in chat. Let me find the app thing myself. Like, why is it doing this? Oh, it's because I logged in.
Okay, so in about 3 days, I'm going to get hit by snow. That's awesome.
Not here. So you know what that means? We can go crazy in chat and do whatever we want. There's no laws now in chat. They might just be lurking.
Watch hasn't issued.
Carmen out there who is en route to the storms. Check to see it. Pennsylvania Storm Trackers has gone live. Thanks, that's gone live. So we got Pennsylvania Storm Trackers in Illinois, in Olney, Illinois as well. Hunter golfing. Y'all behave. Oh, I'm still watching. I can mod. I can mod. Check out the Hangout.
There's our tornado watch here. Oh. The NWS Storm Prediction Center has issued a tornado watch for portions of southeast Illinois, southern Indiana, and western and central Kentucky. Effective this afternoon and evening from 1:15 p.m. until 9 p.m. EST. Primary threats include a few tornado and couple intense tornadoes possible, scattered hail, large hail and isolated very large hail events to 2 inches in diameter possible, scattered damaging wind gusts to 70 mile an hour possible. Thunderstorm development is anticipated this afternoon from southeast Illinois and southern Indiana and western central Kentucky. In these areas, increasing low-level moisture will lead to air mass destabilization. Strong vertical shear is in place, supporting the potential for some of these storms to organize in supercells. While severe hazards are possible with any supercells that develop, including very large hail greater than 2 inches in diameter and tornadoes, low-level shear is strong enough to support the potential for a strong EF2 plus tornado. New mesoscale discussion has also been issued. Tornado Watch's area is approximately along and 75 statute miles north and south of the line from 50 miles west of Evansville, Indiana to 50 miles east-northeast of Louisville, Kentucky. For a complete description of the watch, Remember, a tornado watch means conditions are favorable for tornadoes and severe thunderstorms in and close to the watch area. Persons in these areas should be on the lookout for threatening weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. So we do officially have a tornado watch in effect now. This includes Evansville, Owensboro, Columbus, not Columbus, Ohio, Columbus, Indiana, Bardstown, Harrodsburg, Leachfield, Kentucky. Now you guys have a history there from the December 10th tornado. It also includes Princeton and Madisonville, Kentucky. You guys also have a history of tornadoes there from that same night. Shawneetown, Carmi, Flora, Olney, Effingham, Newton, Vincennes, Princeton, Jasper, Salem, Madison. Lexington is just outside of the watch.
By or pinned in the comments or in the chat here. Seems the only thing Chicago itself would have is just a 5% chance for hail. Yeah, nothing too crazy for Chicago. Okay, so that should fix it. X-Rad, a severe thunderstorm warning. Thunderstorm warning, quarter-sized hail. Okay, they're now popping up over the watch, which means I can add opacity back to the watch. Oh, road overlay.
The severe thunderstorm warning, I believe, just got updated again, and indeed it did. So, severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect. So, quarter-sized hail is reportedly happening in Huntington with this storm now up here.
Oklahoma.
So this is now spotter confirmed hail with this storm over here.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate. Holy crap. You might be one of the most unlucky person that has ever chatted on Weather Circle. So you do have that designation now. Yes, Tornado Watch has been issued. You can see it here in the black polygons.
Going back down to our storm in Mount Carmel. Storm that tornado page is on.
Live eventually. Go over the latest environment. We should have a new mesoscale discussion or a new mesoscale environment check by 1 p.m. Posting in Weather Circle out here. What is going on? If you live in the tornado watch, you are watching the stream, come join Weather Circle. We want to see your guys' reports. Are you getting hail? Are you seeing wind? Do you see a storm? Are you in your shelter? We want to know everything that is happening with these storms right now. So if you guys aren't all Weather Circle, come over here, make an account. You can actually make reports like these guys are. They're not in the storm, but they're hoping you guys are going to be safe today. It's wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah. We got nobody out here. Come make some storm reports up for us. And we'll show it here live on stream. Maybe they are taking shelter. Well, no one's taking shelter right now except for, let me make sure observer mode is on. Except for over here near hunting. This is continuing to move off of Gonna be making
It doesn't show it. Okay.
one channel. Feel like tornado weather here in Evansville. By the way, it's been
Uh, okay.
Dallas, thank you so much. Again, that's a huge help out. We don't do any sponsorships on this channel. Yeah, we talk about Weather Circle quite a lot because I made the app. So it's not a sponsorship. We're not controlled by any corporations. So these little donations go a long way. So I do appreciate that. Big time, Chris. Huge shout out to Chris. Chris in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. What's the next thing I wanted to do here? I want to do something. Check out our rotations. Yeah, latest rotations. Not seeing much. Not seeing much. We're still seeing a decent amount forms here on the border of Kentucky and Indiana. Uh, my OBS just randomly stops connecting to YouTube. That never happens. I don't know what's up with that.
Oh, that just removes all of them.
Why? More people posting out here. Let's go look at here. Darker clouds to the west, waiting on storms to get going. Thank you, Miss Mary, for letting us know on that. I do appreciate it. Yeah, there's definitely some darker clouds near you, especially over there near Brandenburg. K-Dom says, nothing happening here just yet. Well, be ready. You are on that tornado watch. The storms are moving up towards you. No need to worry, tabletop geek. But if someone comes up, I will let you know. That's like the fourth time you said that, and I do appreciate the $2. But again, we like to do one storm at a time on this channel. I don't want to get too distracted, you know, doing like too distracted, you know, talking about something else. We got something this pressing ongoing here. It's a little bit bigger, Zach Pack, than it was. Ohio later will definitely have some severe potential, especially with these storms firing out over in the warm sector. Might even have to expand that tornado risk a little bit further up to the north and east. So Akron will need to be watching out eventually for some storms, but they shouldn't be as nearly as strong because I think Akron is on the eastern side. Yeah, it's on the eastern side of Ohio. So you guys currently are in the just actually barely in the marginal risk. So I wouldn't be too concerned. Wouldn't be too concerned. Looks like we are starting to see some peaks start to pop up here on our radar just north of Tell City. As you can see, there is some maybe some hail starting to. So we might be starting to see some severe potential out of these storms here.
Yeah,
Still
there are
rotation on these, which is not surprising. Our shear environment isn't quite supportive. I think these are going to start off as hailers, and then eventually, as that
some purples starting to develop here.
Let's check back in with our storm chasers. Let's see what PG is up to. They're still under over there near Mount Carmel.
So Tornado Pagey is still on the Mount Carmel storm, but I don't. Let's see. I don't know these.
on PA Storm Trackers. Have they moved at all? Let's get live on them. Yeah, it looks like they are tracking the storms to see where to go next, doing storm chaser things. And then we've got Carmen out there.
Nope.
Not sure where he is at the moment, to be honest. Song. That's not really important to talk about right now. Hello, Tiffany. Welcome, welcome in. What's up? What's up? Welcome in. Hey, thank you, Rick, for the $10 donation. Thank you so much. Do appreciate that. Some severe storms are definitely going to be possible over there near Huntington. I don't think it's going to be until later tonight. If we go check out our latest models, we'll go forecast model for you. As a huge appreciation, a shout out for giving us that very generous donation. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like for like the Huntington area, eventually there's going to be storms popping around you pretty soon, but it does seem like they're not going to actually come into you until about 8 p.m. But some of these storms might fire directly over you, so make sure you're keeping an eye out from our main shear environment.
Oh.
Looks like Huntington is pretty much done with their storm. It's now moving toward Markle here in Indiana. Let me see if we have any cameras out over here. Traffic cameras also available for free for everybody on Weather Central. Indiana is quite annoying with their cameras. Sometimes they are working and sometimes they are not. We'll see if they're working today. Hello, is purple hail? Yes, purple is hail. Thank you, Cheryl, for the $10 donation as well. Thank you, thank you. Give you Weather Circle and Chess YouTube treats. All right, we will. Yeah, it looks like our cameras are struggling out over here, but we do have some cameras near this storm. All right, cameras for now. It's looking quite rough. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of storms over here near like Litchfield, Harrisburg, over there, Santa Claus as well. Let me see what error pops up when I do toggle on the streets, because I do want this road overlay done. Responded 401. Okay.
I didn't realize that. It even has a little thing saying how many warnings we have.
One inch hail, up to 50-mile-per-hour winds on. Plus County in Indiana. I have no idea. Is that real? Plus Cali. Probably is true. Hyde, Trophy, the bubbles. Not doing. We got a lot more reports out here. We check them. Matt says sun is trying to come out. That is over in Evansville. We're getting that report. Keyboard shortcuts. Hangout profile. Satellite X rad path. Toggle post oh, let me do control. these things we'll have to just do manually for today. But this is a big test on doing radar coverage from the Weather Circle app for the first time. Okay. Refresh here. Let me see if our road layers are working. Road layers turn on. Road layers have to make that custom. When things get serious, we can all like for like tornado warning. We'll probably have to use this map style, which is not terrible, but the roads don't pop through everything, so I don't know. It's gonna be hard. So I do apologize there. I like PC work. Indiana is a town of. Interesting. Let's check our velocities here. Okay, still no. Oh, I see it, Santa Claus right there. So apparently he doesn't live in the North Pole. Not saying nature's rotation. Still see some hail potentially falling out of the storm, especially east of Santa Claus here in southern Indiana. Still keeping an eye on that. Thank you, Miss May. Okay, so we got the state. Looks like we got also over here some snow falling. Where is this at? Oh, this is in the mountains of California. We got some heavy snow that's been falling over here for a while. Who's that in the background? Are they eating snow? Can they still get those seeds? You so much air.
So this storm near Tell City has my attention.
We'll check up over here with this storm. Huntington now heading more, the hail course heading more towards Ossian over here into parts of Indiana. So if you live in that area, watch out. Potentially up to 1 inch hail is possible for you guys. This expires in 5 minutes. This might be expired in the end. Make sure my observer mode settings are changed. Yes. Let's try our road layers now. There's going to be a lot of refreshes every time I make a change. Wow, there's so many people on Weather Circle posting today. Welcome, everybody. Welcome in.
Yeah, these storms near Tell City have my attention right now, but to be honest, none of them look like they're imminent. None of them look concerning right now. We do only have one warning in effect right now.
One probably has potentially cause, some sound.
One north of Tell City. This cell right here. I don't know. It has my attention. It might do something here. Maybe not, though. You look at it from Louisville, and yeah.
We're still getting the same alerts. I was like they have maybe extended this one or given it
No, not.
1251. Double check this. Yeah, and it looks like they're going to be extending it as a special weather statement for that. Oh,
So they're letting this warning expire. Severe thunderstorm warning issued at 1:41 until 1:40. What? Okay, storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and has exited the warned area. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. However, large amounts of small hail will still occur.
quality puns that
For severe weather, contact the nearest law enforcement agency. They they will relay the report to the NWS Northern Indiana.
at some point.
Actually,
There's a possibility that can
there's some rotation there.
like tornadic. Our environment looks like it's going to go all the way up into Cincinnati.
And did my radar just die?
It is the same size since they issued it before. It has not changed, as far as I can tell. And Kryberg? Why are you saying Evan Kryberg?
Yeah, there is some rotation there. We have these greens going towards reds moving away.
Yeah.
Right in the middle there.
Your mind. Well, maybe sometimes ignore your. Ever think about that? Maybe I'll say everything out loud. Evan Tryberger. I like that one better, honestly. How big is the hail supposed to be in Ohio today? Could get up to quarter sized.
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. We'll see. Jumping back down here, we currently have no warnings in effect. The storm near Tell City.
Don't do it. Small mistake in the code that I'm gonna have. It happens. I'm trying to add freaking road layer while trying to do severe weather coverage.
Okay, so for now, I think I'm just going to go with weather-wise.
I mean, that one's all right. The hamburgers kind of suck. They lack flavor, and I'm a flavor kind of guy. Weather circle should be back good to go.
Mm. Okay, so we have a special weather statement now for storm that's approaching Louisville. So, special weather statement here. Strong thunderstorm will impact southwestern Harrison, southeastern Crawford, east central Perry, and northwestern Meade counties through 2:15 p.m. EST. At 1:47 p.m. EST, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 11 miles southwest of Carefree Town. That is the best name for a town ever. Moving east at 40 miles an hour. Penny-sized hail is the hazard. This radar indicated minor hail damage to vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include Mount Pleasant, Leopold, Leansworth, Leavenworth. My apologies. Alted, New Amsterdam, Roberta, Concordia, Battletown, Fredonia, and White Cloud. The storm may intensify, so be certain to monitor local radio stations and available television stations for additional information and possible warnings from the National Weather Service. Tornado watch remains in effect until 9 p.m. EST for south central Indiana and central Kentucky. So this is our first special weather statement of this stream. This stream will go longer than the last stream. So our storm up here for Huntington also has a special weather statement on it.
It's revenge for us home at the Natty Championship. All quiet here for now. All right, Natty Championship. What is that? It's like a beer drinking championship. All right, Control V. Control V.
Alright, so for this one, strong thunderstorm will impact southwestern Allen, northeastern Huntington, and north central Wells counties through 2 p.m. EST. At 1:30 p.m. EST, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Markle or near Huntington, moving east at 25 miles an hour. Penny-sized hail. Penny-sized hail is the hazard. The storm is producing large amounts of small hail, which may accumulate on roadways, possibly resulting in slippery conditions. This radar indicated minor hail damage to vegetation is possible. Oh, jeez.
On y'all's end, did you see any disruptions of the stream there? I know it's not on my end. I'm not running anything heavy on my computer right now. The same thing I always run.
I apologize. Jeez. Okay. Oh man, my thing fell down. Okay, I'll get that later. So, locations impacted include Huntington, Bluffton, Ossian, Markle, Roanoke, Zanesville, Uniondale, 9 Mile, Yoder, Bowerstown, Murray, North Oaks, Kingsland, and Mahone. This includes the following highways: Interstate 469 between mile markers 0 and 5 and between mile markers 7 and 8. and I-69, nice, in Indiana between mile markers 285 and 298. Oh, and Huntington is now, the storm is severe warned again.
This is coming in hot. Coming in hot. YouTube's Panic at the Disney of yeah.
So, severe thunderstorm warning, National Weather Service, Northern Indiana, 1:50 p.m. EST. So, National Weather Service in Northern Indiana has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for south central Allen County, northeastern Indiana, northeastern Wells County, northeastern Indiana, in northwestern Adams County in northeastern Indiana until 2:15 EST. At 1:48, a severe thunderstorm was located near Ozian, moving east at 25 miles an hour. So the hazard is quarter-sized hail. The storm is producing large amounts of small hail, which may accumulate on roads, possibly resulting in slippery conditions. Radar indicated damage to vehicles is expected. Locations impacted include Ozian, Middletown, Preble, Zanesville, Uniondale, Magley, Yoder, Craigville, Poe, Peterson, Tucson, Hoagland, Kingsland, and Curryville. For your protection, move to an interior room on the left floor of a building. To report severe weather, contact your nearest law enforcement agency. They will send your report to the National Weather Service office in northern Indiana. This does not have a tour possible tag on it. Yeah, the rotation's broadening out again on this.
Less forcing. Over here, a lot of our forcing is like up here into this area, then also back down over.
So we're jumping back over to weather circle here.
Let's go check out over here. But they're trying to fire back over here. To be fair, I have to watch that guy. I have to watch that guy. This guy's kind of in the sweet spot of sheer instability. So this could be our first storm that actually gets interesting. We gotta keep an eye on it. Gotta keep an eye on that storm. More crash and less burn. Yeah. Evan storm merger. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, so we're going to have to watch this storm. It's doing into a more favorable environment here. Definitely something we'll have to watch.
It's looking pretty interesting. It only has a developing hail core on it. That's going to be coming pretty close to Leavenworth there. I'd watch that storm if you live in Leavenworth.
Oh, yeah. That storm is. That one's turning. No rotation on it. I mean. Oh, yeah.
Let me check. I think we do have a special weather statement on it. Take the bill on it and see if it's that. Yeah, that's severe. Most likely, that probably has quarter-sized hail in it. Wouldn't be surprised if we got a severe warning for this heading into Fordham shortly. This one could definitely get severe warning soon. Let's come check. Back over here.
Oh my gosh.
And it doesn't have a severe warning though yet, does it? Let me refresh.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
This one is definitely severe. Holy crap.
21 freaking months. Thank you so much. By the way, guys, we're tracking the storms over here on Weather Circle. This is my app. I created it. And people are going to steal the social media radar idea, obviously, once this gets popular. So just remember that I made this. And that's the first. That's all I want you guys to do. Let's go see if we have any more posts out here. Let's see. We got a doggo post. We got a couple posts. Let's see. Matt M posted a new post. It didn't show up, so that's good. It says, no, bad son, go away. That's what he says. I agree that more sun, more instability, but Matt will say there's already enough instability, so I'd be keeping an eye on things. That's just gonna add more. And then we got a dog photo shooting on a R2D2. That R2D2 is destroyed, and he looks guilty. R2D2, sir. Thank you for posting that, Timothy. I do appreciate that.
Coming back over to the storm over here.
One.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy's developing a hail core. No rotation on it.
Maybe you're so crazy, it's just my work time, Chris. We got run on Mac, yeah, run on anything. It's a browser app, so it'll literally run wherever you have a browser, and then you can, it'll have an install button at the top, and it'll tell you how to install it. A winter storm warning has been realized we could do this. Hope everyone stays safe this evening. Thank you, Molly, for being a member for 27 months. Holy moly! Well, the URL it is in the pinned comments in chat, but I'm sure one of the bots will also post that as well. Have they issued a severe thunderstorm warning on this storm yet? Am I going crazy? What's taking them so long? I mean, that looks obviously severe deep. Only rotation, but I mean, it definitely has probably some quarter-sized hail in it. I think the storm could come for Muncie, Indiana. I know Bartholomew County is under a tornado watch. Let me see what Muncie.
Yeah, nothing in terms of rotation on this storm, but definitely some very large hail. Hmm.
But today's gonna be a bust? No, I mean there's instability. The wind shear should come eventually. Right now we're not seeing much wind shear and mainly hail happening, mainly because of the fact that we don't have our shear environment out there. But the shear will pick up throughout the day, so I do think we still got a tornado event. Yay! That's 25 minutes ago. We had that. Cloudy but warm here. I hope you like this picture. Must have deleted the picture or something. Because I'm not seeing nothing. Someone says a question. They're in the not in the tornado watch. In Hillsborough now, awaiting this cell. Let me check your radar out there. Oh yeah, yeah, you got a little cell off to your west. Not looking too crazy. I think this is north of the warm front, so yeah, you can definitely tell it's elevated. Might still get some hail out of it, so you watch out over there. Lee Downs. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Always felt like GPS should have weather data on it, like 3 miles. Yeah, I think you can toggle it on some of them, maybe not. If I get the roast to work, maybe we can add navigational things. Because we're getting some side lobe contamination in the storm right now. Let me just check that against the reflectivity here. That looks interesting. Yeah, that's in the inflow of the storm. In the inflow. So, but that does indicate that our storm is potentially getting hit by a little bit of stronger shear a lot. But that is definitely side lobe contamination. Back up here, checking on our latest severe thunderstorm warning, which expires at 1:15, so it's in 10 minutes. Still has 1 inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds, or 50-mile-per-hour winds. Looks like they're going through Osan right now. And then Decatur is going to be next in line there for this severe thunderstorm if they extend it into your area. Looks like it's struggling a little bit, though. It's happening in Omaha? Nearby, maybe, but that might not be super accurate. Snow yet, but there is some snow off your blast. The warning has been issued.
They are severe thunderstorm warning up here. Still quartz has hail. Yeah, nothing came out of that. Stations died on that one again.
What's that? It's actually great. It is not. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you, thank you. A little octopi. You're in South Bend, Indiana right now. Like, where is South Bend? South Bend,
Hmm.
maybe some rain. If you get unlucky, you might see like a severe storm. But it's gonna be pretty good risk up there. Probably higher likelihood of some like rain. I swear that storm over there should be severe.
It should be, yes.
It's kind dropped under severe limits as of the latest. So, there near Corden.
There's nothing going on right now.
How much of a cap is there? Yeah, we can look at our latest. We should have our latest meso analysis, actually. So let's go check that out. Newest info on our storm. Let's see here. Still looking at 994 surface-based instability. Surface-based Cape has not updated. I don't think we have our latest. Maybe 19C at this for this update. Is that correct? Can someone fact check me on that? I don't think this is the latest mesoscale. It might be. Kind of looks different. Yeah, stronger shear is starting to push into southern Illinois right now. We're talking about 30 knots. 30 knots. What's that compared to what the So shear is looking pretty. Yeah, it should be at 19Z, I think. Yeah, you can see that we should see some more storm development as we go into the future as well. So there it is. There's the 19Z data there. So yeah, instability is continuing to get stronger. These storms over here near Kentucky are remaining hail threat here for the time being. Again, that's the wind shear that you see here in the blue and purple is two of those storms is south. And we're waiting for storms to fire over here. Once they fire in this environment, we have enough instability down there to support tornadic storms and actually enough shear now. So let's come back and look over here near Paducah. We do have storms trying to build up here. These are going to be our tornadic storms, probably our most tornadic storms in the short term. But as of right now, they haven't really got their act together. So we're mainly just keeping an eye on them for now. Those are kind of in the sweet spot. These ones, not so much. Not a whole lot of shear. Likely going to stay more of a hail threat than anything. But those ones down over there near Paducah, that's where the shear is. That's where our instability is overlapping. So we do have to go check in on those storms more often. Guys, if you're wondering how to post videos on the app, that is one of the only things we charge for, because that does cost storage, like each video cost storage, and but yeah, I mean, so both videos and photos and like observer mode also you're paying for that. Well, all the features available, all the model variables available too. And all you gotta do is pay $1 to $10 a month. That's it. If you pay $1, you get all features. You pay $10, you get all features. It's the same. But it's an honor system. If you're not doing well financially, $1. If you're driving around on a Lambo eating caviar burgers, you should probably pay $10.
Oh,
You can pay $1 and go with it. You can just be that guy. This is a town cell. Looks likely to go to supercell quickly. It's got good shape. It's not really about the shape. It's about the fire, right? And we don't have a whole lot of forcing out here yet. These storms are in a decent norm sector. There's a lot of wind or a lot of instability or storm food. So we can definitely see some mature stuff out here, but our shear environment hasn't really picked up. I would say the most interesting shape on radar right now is this storm over here, north of Tell City, but no rotation on it just yet. So it's more of maybe potentially a supercell that could produce some hail later on.
all right. Well, while there isn't anything going on, I am going to go. So this one that's been going on for a while now. Stormwind prompted the warning as weekend below severe limits and no longer poses an immediate threat to life or property. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. However, small hail is still likely with thunderstorm. To report severe weather contact your nearest law enforcement agency. They'll relay your report to NWS Northern Indiana. So that warning over there isn't allowed to expire. But as I was saying, while there's not anything going on, I am going to go to the bathroom and then get some water. So I will be right back. You guys don't go anywhere. When I return, we will be back to streaming. She's, that one is right about there.
I mean, the strong tornado is definitely there. So yeah, I do think we could potentially see some tornadoes that destroy, you know,
That makes sense.
to keep an eye on as uh,
So we currently have no warnings in effect right now.
picked up over so these might eventually become tornado producers. And then back over here, we're starting to see some storms develop east of Paducah, which are struggling right now because it's not a whole lot of forcing. But once that forcing and that lower level jet kicks in, you know, we're going to start to see these storms potentially do something as well. And then we could also see the tail end of this guy eventually come through here and see some storms between like Mount Vernon and Harrisburg.
So right now, as I said, nothing really going on. Should probably be getting a new mesoscale discussion here fairly soon.
Thanks much. Not called the tornado threat in Indianapolis. I don't think it's going to be too elevated. I do think you guys are going to have something. I think it's going to be like, I think you guys are pretty close to that 5% tornado risk.
So currently, the only thing we have is this special weather statement here, northeast of Tell City. Like it has a good hook on it. If we go over to not reflectivity, velocity, there's not much of anything going on there. Hmm.
Oh, crap. I'm going to do subscriber only mode. I always forget. I always forget. Let me do that real quick.
So, like I said, there isn't anything going on right now.
Mods. Rush of folks on the stream. Yeah, latest velocities, still not seeing any notably strong or dangerous rotations right now. So still not overly concerned yet on our storms. A large, hot, double green hot tea and honey. I'm prepared with green. Fight this cold. There you go. Very nice. There's roads in Indiana. I thought it was just orange. There are roads. And I'm trying to get them to show up on the map above everything, and I'm having trouble.
Yep.
Our Europeans on Weather Circle? What's going on with our Europeans? Are y'all going crazy over there? Ah, yes, there is some Europeans over there. They're saying it's snowing now. Yeah, that might be blowing snow. Radar isn't indicating much snow in your area. It seems like most of the snow over here in Europe is back over near Vienna and Austria and Germany. Maybe a little bit there in the mountains of Italy and France. Also got some snow over here in Canada. We have some alerts. There is a winter storm warning on this yellow warning. See what the warning details are. Hazardous weather, winter conditions up to 5 to 10 meters possible there. Just north and east of Minnesota. Bit of a world update there.
Special weather statement has just been issued here. Strong thunderstorm will impact southwestern Harrison, southeastern Crawford, east central Perry, northwestern Meade, and north central Breckenridge counties through 3 p.m. EST. 229 Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 15 miles northeast of Tell City, moving east at 35 miles an hour. Wind gusts up to 40 miles an hour and penny-sized hail are the hazards. Gusty winds could impact. Gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor hail damage to vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include Brandenburg, Mockport, Alton, New Amsterdam, Lowdale, Roberta, Concordia, Battletown, Derby, and White Cloud. The storm may intensify, so be certain to monitor local radio stations and available television stations for additional information and possible warnings from the National Weather Service. What's going on outside my... Okay.
Why is their mouth so close to the Browns?
Tornado watch remains in effect until 9 p.m. EST for South Central Indiana and Central Kentucky. So, again, really nothing going on here right now. We have a couple storms popping up near Knoxville and Whitehall. Knoxville and Whitesville, down here near Beaver Dam, Rosen, and Caneyville, near Leachfield. But other than that, there still isn't much of anything.
This should be the update that everybody's been waiting for. See rivers. See roads. That's not the update everybody was waiting for. By the way, Louisville, some heavy rain and apparently not that much wind is coming for you guys, according to Mary. And then back over here, we're still monitoring these storms. They haven't become severe yet, which means that we might be getting a little bit of an over-convection problem happening over here. And then back over here, still not seeing these cells mature, so that forcing still hasn't arrived. We are still in that kind of wait-and-see environment. What's the tornado risk for Terre Haute? It's going to be there. It really just depends on when these storms get started. You guys are a little bit further up to the north. I think near Vincennes. Where's Terre Haute? Search it. Terre. much, but you're north. You are more north of probably where that warm.
Like nothing is going on right now.
You know, you're gonna be really just depends. Really just depends. Honestly, I think that Mets chance for tornadoes is probably where our tornado watch is right now. So
That is so obnoxious.
check with our
What is this dancing?
about start off with
Is
the
this-
SBT tornado.
Whoa!
See there.
Kids, what is this? My favorite move is this one.
They going.
Pink Party Club. That is so obnoxious. What is this dancing? Is this. Whoa!
Only Indian or Illinois.
We're literally watching OR3 defrost in real time, and it really feels like an announcement could drop any day.
Talking to more coming to community storm tractors and see if they're chatting about anything. They like to chat.
It shows up again and again in Olivia's
Usually when storm chasers are
or
quiet,
Instagram
that's good
stories,
news.
tweets, posters, or even when she speaks. The letter L was clearly emphasized in one of the posters, and Olivia was even shown inside a fortune teller ball, which once again played into
Wanna
the
send their
social
name?
She's been teasing fans by including new song lyrics printed right on her encore t-shirts during the show. The most recent one hit a visitation during Hyde Park in London. The very first lyric she teased was New York City's never looked so blue in New York. Olivia just moved
Oh,
out of
yeah.
her apartment where she's been
We're
living.
starting to see a hook echo on this storm as well. A little bit of rotation. A whole lot there. But we do have a supercell trying to develop here for sure. You can see we definitely got that hook echo shape to our storm here. So definitely got to keep an eye on that, but not a whole lot of rotation on it just yet.
Definitely have a.
This try. For cellular, will at least see some hail probably increase on this storm. So we might have a severe thunderstorm.
We only have a hook echo shape here. Just a matter of if it'll actually start rotating. We do have some broad rotation.
Yeah, that's pretty close to being severe, if not severe hail on our storm over here south and west of Leavenworth.
So that's definitely something we'll have to keep an eye on here. Definitely some very large hail, though. Jeez. Yeah. I mean, this is almost 10 minutes old at this point.
I think I was lying. Most impressive looking supercell as of right now in terms of severe capabilities and just overall structure. Rotation though is still pretty weak on it, so not overly concerned about it yet. Thank you, Sandy, for being a member for 13 months. Thank you, thank you.
This storm is. It's honestly not the best thing. So I'm trying to figure things out. See what that looks like here. Okay, nothing really changed there. Okay, so if you hear my dog, I part. Oh wow. Okay, that's side lobe. Oh wait, we just got another new scan. It's all happening in front of it. Another new special weather statement. There's a special weather statement for Louisville now. Strong thunderstorm will impact east central Harrison, south central Clark, southeastern Floyd, and west central Jefferson counties through 3:15. At 2:38, Trins weather spotters reported a strong thunderstorm near Pleasure Ridge Park moving east at 35 miles an hour. Hazard is penny-sized hail. Source trained weather spotters. Impact to minor hail damage to vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include Louisville, Jeffersonville, New Albany, Shively, Audubon Park, West Buell, Watterson Park, Linview, Sonaka Gardens, and Parkway Village. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. Tornado watch remains in effect until 9 p.m. EST for South Central Indiana and Central Kentucky. Then we have this guy, which isn't doing anything. In terms of strong thunderstorm will impact southern Spencer, northeastern Nelson, and east central Bullitt counties through 3:15. 2:37 Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 7 miles northwest of Bardstown, moving east at 40 miles an hour. Hazard is wind gusts up to 40 miles an hour and half-inch hail. Sources radar indicated gusty winds can knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor hail damage to vegetation is possible. Then locations impacted include Taylorsville, Bloomfield, Fairfield, Wakefield, Samuels, Highgrove, Dietzel, Chaplin, Little Mount, and Cox Creek.
This second wave of storms is now.
Huh? What did they just do?
Wave that fires a little bit further to the south. Does that have any kink though? instability up front of that. We'd have to have a lot of shear to make up for it.
Mm.
Decent amount of shear. Yeah, maybe you could make an argument for a tornado threat a little bit further to the south there, near like the border of Kentucky and Tennessee, going up into like Bowling Green, maybe more central Kentucky with that second round. That'd be late though, at around 8 p.m. See if we have any new posts from anybody. Oh, like,
Mm.
got a new cat photo. Oh, I thought that was his tongue for a little bit. I was like, holy moly, that cat got a unicorn. Is this rain or snow? Best to check the regular MRs
Oops.
on our next rad, but I think I'll be able to add that. Let's check our latest here. Still not showing.
Latest here is a whole bunch of nothing.
There. Still is severe, by the way. All the radars are showing the same thing. Just rotation into clear air, not showing any dangerous rotation anywhere else. That is a storm just to the north and east of Tell City. You see storm slow start, not gonna lie. But it should pick up as we go later into the evening. Carmen might be looking at some cool clouds. Let me see where Carmen is. I'm gonna have to literally load up Radar Omega. I don't even have a subscription for to see where he is. Yeah, I can't even look at his location. I don't even know. Does anybody know where Carmen is? Does anybody still have Radar Omega? Is that a Siamese kitty? I'm not sure. Red Feather, is that a Siamese kitty? Probably around like 9. It's too early for these storms to produce tornadoes. I agree. Not quite at that. Not quite that stage. The area where our wind shear is the strongest, our storms are struggling to mature, and the area where our storms aren't struggling to mature, our wind shear is a little weak. So, we have a mismatch right now in some of our parameters. We've got Pagey tornado approaching some rain. Well, that is out there. Let's see if they're chatting about anything. Eavesdrop on them a little bit. Illinois. Where's this? over there north as well. Everybody's, I guess they're waiting for the secondary line to fire, and they're giving up on these prefrontals. They're sitting up by the warm front. So it's not a terrible place to be. That's where the hatch risk is. Storm warning. Our warm front is
Saren with a $9
likely
donation.
somewhere in this
Elizabeth
area.
with a $9 donation.
From
Anonymous
the
with a
boundary.
$9 donation.
And so that's probably why
Okay, yeah.
they're probably just waiting.
I'm going to stop streaming for now. I'm going to go back live when a tornado warning is issued. Because right now, it's nothing. There's quite literally nothing going on right now. Other than the special weather statements. You just confirm that, yeah. What is it anyway? What's our risk? 50, 50, 30? Really? But yeah, I'm going to log off for now. If a tornado warning's issued, I will come right back on. You guys obviously know that. But as of right now, I'm not seeing anything that would indicate to me that I need to be on. But as I said, I'll be back when a tornado warning is issued.
I'm about to get fun. Hi.
So until then,